How much money would someone have to pay you in order for you to go into a coffee shop and ask, sorry, but do you sell coffee here? Now, before you think this is just a stupid question, I want you to get an answer. How much would someone have to pay you? Pause the video if you have to think about it. Got it? Okay. So, the reason I love this question is because the price tag you placed on the problem actually reflects just how much you care about other people's opinion of you. Some people might say $10, others might say $1,000, I don't know. Others might even do it for free. And me personally, I would do it for free now at 19 years old, just to get a laugh off it. Yes, it may be childish or immature, but sometimes it's good to be childish. But the me from 7 years ago, he sure as hell wouldn't do it for free, bro, Like, I would probably ask for 10 grand just to do it. That is how much I feared other people's opinion. And I cared too much about what others thought, and I'm assuming you are in a similar position to the one I was in when I was like 12 or 13. You care about what people think of you, about your personality, about your looks. You care too much. Still, I was probably way worse than you when I was your age. This one time, I must have been like 13. I was rolling up to school. It was a beautiful day outside. Not too hot, not too cold, just perfect weather. So, at 8:30 a.m., I get to school wearing a t-shirt, some regular shoes, and shorts. And as I start walking through school, I realize just how big of a mistake I had made. I was the only soul in that playground that was wearing shorts. Everyone else was wearing trousers. My brain, it went into hyperspeed, bro. I started panicking. I started to feel incredibly uncomfortable in those shorts. Not because I was cold, not because they were tight. No, none of that. But because I was the only one wearing them. For that one moment, it felt like there were a million eyeballs on me. And, they were sizing me up and judging me. All of this, of course, was in fantasy land. None of this actually happened. And nobody cared about the clothes that I was wearing. I mean, why would they? I was just a 12-year-old kid. Through the years, I've tried a lot of, tips that were supposed to help me be more comfortable with who I was and stop caring about other people's opinions. But if I'm being honest, most of them were just trash, for the lack of a better word. And I think really the one that made a big difference was to simply do things that I wasn't yet ready for. So the biggest example that I can give you is this YouTube channel. I started this about a year ago, and I definitely wasn't ready for it. And yet it was the best thing that I did, was to start this channel. Because once you start an activity that you're not yet ready for, then only one thing can happen. You gotta rise up to the occasion, So yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. I mean, listen, I wasn't comfortable talking to a camera. I really wasn't. I wasn't comfortable editing videos. I had never done that in my life. I wasn't comfortable, coming up with titles or writing scripts. I wasn't comfortable with any of that. So I rose to the occasion, and I definitely thought, what will other people think, once I start a YouTube channel? Will people make fun? Will people, leave hate comments? All of these thoughts crossed my head before I started. And guess what? I only found out when I started. And the truth is, nobody cared, All of the people in my life were supportive. And to this day, I don't think I've ever received a hate comment because, I don't really know why would someone leave a hate comment on a video where I'm only trying to help them. But yeah, maybe in the future I'll get that privilege. It really is like just doing things that you're not ready for, and once you do them and you realize that, you know, the world didn't collapse just because you did an activity that you were afraid of, then you're like, okay, I'm still here, you know, nothing happened, I'm still intact, and maybe if this didn't destroy my world, and if I do that activity that I'm also afraid of, then my world also won't collapse. And you start going up this ladder of things that you were afraid to do and that you wanted to do, but you just never got around to them. So yeah, that's about everything I wanted to share with you today. Thank you for sticking till the end, and I want you to reflect on that initial price tag. You know, hopefully 5 or 7 minutes later, however long this video is, your price tag has come down a little bit because you've realized that people just don't care that much, you know. So if you got something out of the video, please leave a like, please subscribe. I love making these videos. That doesn't mean they don't take a lot of effort and a lot of time, and yeah, the support that you guys give me definitely keeps me motivated to keep bringing you more content. As always, I love you, and I'll catch you in the next one.